Hey Pisces, I hope you guys are doing great. It's the Tipsy Intuitive here to do your spring equinox reading. Spring is all about rebirth, warmth, stepping into the light, rejuvenation. So we're going to take a peek and see what's in store for you during this equinox season and start by pulling a couple of oracle cards to see what energy is surrounding this reading for you. And look at that. The first card that we have out for you is transformation. Let's see what other energies are surrounding you for this reading. What's going on with my Pisces collective during the spring equinox? And we have new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Wow. There is something amazing that's waiting for you Pisces out there. And I feel like it's going to be life-changing. This is something that you've been working towards for quite some time. I think I just heard head down. And so I don't think that this is necessarily something that you've been sharing very broadly with the people who are around you. And I almost feel like this is actually less career or love related. This is something that's very personal. So this could be you changing your diet, changing your look or something like that. Maybe you've been putting in some time in the gym during the winter months, but this is something that you haven't broadcasted, to the people around you, that you've been working on very, very quietly. You've sort of kept these goals to yourself, but there is something unfolding. Like there's with the transformation card, we have the butterfly, right? And the butterfly has two different colors. So this feels like you making this transition, making this transformation into someone that I think a lot of people around you aren't going to recognize. But that's going to be a byproduct of all of the effort that you've been putting in. Very, very quietly, very behind the scenes. And so I feel like when people see you, they're going to be like, well, goddamn, what happened here? Where did this come from? And it's going to come as a shock to other people. But you're just going to be sitting there just kind of smiling and nodding like, I've been new. Like, I've been putting in this work. There's an element, I think, here of you moving in silence and sort of having this big reveal to the people around you. Now, what's interesting is I don't know that a whole lot of people are going to be on board with this transformation, but what I do feel is that this is something that's been very important to you. And so in the end, that's all that really matters. Now, for your energy going into spring equinox, we have the Four of Pentacles. And literally, what did I just say? This is something that you've been doing very quietly. The Four of Pentacles is about holding back. So you haven't had a whole lot of conversations with folks about what you've been working on, what it is that you've been doing. And again, I think that this is more like physical, mental, emotional, you working on yourself. Now, for some of you out there, this could be a business or, whatever. But I do think that, for the vast majority of you who are watching this, that this is about you, things that you've been working on for you. And we have that clarified by the Chariot in reverse. So this has been a process. This is not something that popped up overnight. This is something that you have been putting a lot of conscious effort into over a relatively extended period of time. So again, all of this hard work that you've been putting in is about to pay off. It's coming into fruition. You're going to have your moment. You are absolutely going to have your moment. Now, something that's awakening for you during this time period, we have the Ace of Swords. So this is you standing all up and in your truth, Pisces. This is you. Ain't taking no shots or no losses. This is you. Strong boundaries, confident within yourself, not afraid to use your voice. Like, this is so confident. And I feel like this is not something that people are accustomed to from you. And we also have the Knight of Cups. Embracing life on your terms. The way that you want to do things. exploring life the way that you want to, in this new body, in this new mindset that's independent of what other people think. And what other people are thinking, at this point is like, wait a minute, this is not the Pisces that I knew. And I feel like for a lot of you, there's going to be a chunk of people who are like, it's about goddamn time. I always knew that Pisces had it in them. I always knew that there was something deeper to Pisces. And then you're going to have other people who are like, oh, Pisces can't be manipulated anymore, huh? Well, I'm out. And you know what? Good riddance. They can be out. That's not the energy that you need in your life. But this change that you've undergone is going to net you so much. Like, I'm feeling big boss energy all up in here. So the opportunities that are ahead for you, we have the King of Swords in reverse. And let's go ahead and clarify that a little bit, because the King of Swords is, it's an interesting energy, right? It's someone that is typically very brash. Like, they can be very cold, they can be very stern and things like that. We also have the Star in reverse. And so what's interesting is that with the Star card, this is typically about wish fulfillment, right? This is dreams coming true. And so when we look at this next to the King of Swords, it almost feels like what's ahead of you is the elimination of people who will get in the way of your dreams, who will, for whatever reason, put you in a place of self-doubt, of, giving you sort of negative feedback on the things that you want to accomplish. And I think that deep down you knew that, which is why you kept this work that you were doing on your own self-transformation to yourself. I think that's why you didn't share it, because you knew that there would be people around you who would sort of poo-poo. Oh, what you going to the gym for? Why are you eating all those salads? You need to eat this. Let's do this. And I feel like you knew that that was coming and you didn't want to deal with it. So what's ahead of you is the elimination of people who are going to get in the way of what it is that you truly want, who are not going to be particularly happy about this transformation. And with the Two of Wands, that's a decision that you're going to have to make. That's going to be you weighing your options, weighing this out and saying who stays and who goes. Who's happy for the work that I've been putting in? Who's happy for my transformation? Now, how do you allow this energy into your life? We have the Ten of Swords. And I think that you're going to have to let these people reveal themselves. And they will. And it may be a little bit hurtful, because I think that some of these people have been around you for quite some time. But with the Ten of Swords, that's, it's a little bit of heartbreak. It's a little bit of, of betrayal. It's some backstabbing. But tens are also the ending of cycles. And we have that clarified by the Eight of Cups. So how you can allow this transformation to sort of be completed, this is you walking away from people who are not supportive, the people who are not happy to see all of your hard work paying off. This is you leaving them behind, because there are some folks that cannot continue with you into the next chapter of your journey. And it's going to be up to you to figure out who they are, but it won't take a whole lot of work, because they're going to show their slips. Trust and believe. But it's going to be up to you to be able to walk away from that. And I feel like, Pisces, with this boss energy that you're in, this transformation that you've undergone, it's not going to be that hard for you. So the final message that we have for Spirit: when I'm grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. And so I think that you are going to be in a place of protecting these good feelings that have come out of the work that you've been doing on yourself. And I don't think that you're going to be in a place where you allow anyone's negative energy or their negative way of thinking or their criticisms or whatever get in the way of this new path that you've put yourself on. So It's like you're going to be in this place of looking good, smelling good, feeling good, all of that. And it's like, if you're not happy for me in my new place, in my new life, in this transformation that I've undergone, then I wish you well. And maybe I'll see you in a different lifetime. But for this one, no. We're no longer on the same path. So you're doing really good things, Pisces. So hold on to that. You know, everybody's not meant to travel your path. And I think that you realize that. I also think that you're strong enough to let them go. So I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. But in the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.